Welcome back to Career Post. Today we will see about GPF withdrawal and advance. There is a recent instruction from Ministry of Personnel and PG and Pensions regarding the Master Circular dated 2010-2023 wide F number 21-5-2023 P and PWF regarding the liberalization of provisions of GPF withdrawal and advance. We will see one by one what are those provisions for GPF withdrawal, GPF advance, competent authority, is the competent authority, and the time limit. And we know that GPF is a General Provident Fund, and these rules are applicable for the central government employees who have been appointed on or before 31/12/2003. And the eligibility condition being the temporary government servant after continuous service of 1 year, or re-employed pensioners or permanent government servants shall subscribe to GPF compulsorily. And temporary government servant may subscribe to GPF even before the 1 year service also. So what will be the amount of subscription? We know that an amount as fixed by the subscriber, subject to a minimum of 6% of emoluments and not more than his emoluments should be made as amount of subscription. And minimum subscription should be not less than 6% of the March of the preceding year. And in case of new subscribers, to the emoluments on the date of joining of the fund. And here the enhancement and reduction, there is an opportunity for enhancement and reduction. Subscription may be increased twice or reduced once at a time during the year. So you can increase your GPF subscription twice in a year and reduce once in a year during the year. So this is about GPF subscription, and recovery will be stopped 3 months before the retirement on superannuation. Whenever you are going to retire, within last 3 months GPF subscription will not be recovered. And in case of during suspension, the government servant at the adoption of the government servant during the leave on half pay leave or without pay and dies none, it can be stopped during suspension also. And proportionate subscription to be recovered for the period of duty and any other leave other than HPL and EY. Now we will see what are the GPF withdrawal provisions. First one is after 10 years of service, up to 12 months pay or 3/4 of GPF amount at credit can be given as GPF withdrawal for the following purposes. One is the education purpose, that is primary, secondary, higher, and all streams and institutions are covered under this. And there is one more similar thing, that is obligatory expenses like betrothal, marriage, funerals, other ceremonies of family and family members and dependents. For that also, after 10 years of service, up to 12 months pay and 3/4 of GPF amount at credit can be given as GPF withdrawal. And purchase of consumer durable goods like TV and all those things also, fridge and all those things also, you can ask for GPF withdrawals. And coming into the at any time during the service, 90% at the credit of your GPF balance can be given. In case of housing, including building, acquired house, ready built flat for residence, repayment of outstanding loans and purchase of house site for building a house, construction of house on site acquired, reconstruction or making additions on house already acquired, renovating, additions and alterations of the ancestral house. So for house building also, 90% at credit at any time during the service you can take as a GPF withdrawal. And one more aspect is 90% at credit after 10 years of service you can take as GPF withdrawal in case of illness of self or dependents or family members. At that time you can take 90% of credit after 10 years of service as a withdrawal. And we will see about advance later. And after 10 years of service, there is another opportunity that a cost of vehicle or 3/4 of amount of credit can be used by the government servant for purchase of car, motorcycle, scooter, etc., or repayment of loan already taken or for that purpose. So this also can be taken you can take as a GPF withdrawal for these aspects also. Extensive repairs and overhauling of a motor car also, for that purpose also you can take GPF withdrawal. Making a deposit to book a motor car or a motorcycle or scooter or moped, etc., for that also you can take a GPF withdrawal. And that will be after 10 years of your service, and the cost of vehicle or 3/4 of the amount at credit, whichever is less, will be given. And coming into the another aspect of GPF withdrawal, it is whenever a person is due for retirement on superannuation within 2 years, then GPF withdrawal can be given. And how much it can be given? It can be given up to 90% without assigning any reason. So without assigning any reason, also GPF withdrawal can be taken by an employee who is about to retire within 2 years of, and that means his during the last 2 years of superannuation, he can have the GPF withdrawal without assigning any reason up to 90%. Now we shall move to the GPF advance. GPF advance, you can also get as advance, that is a repayable. Withdrawal is not non-repayable, non-refundable actually. Whatever amount you withdraw, you need not repay it, but GPF advance means you have to take it as advance and you have to repay the amount that is there. At the time of illness of self, family members, dependents, you can take GPF advance. For education purpose of family members, dependents, all types of educations, institutions also you can take a GPF advance. Obligatory expenses also like betrothal, marriage, funerals and other ceremonies of this self or family or dependents, you can take GPF advance. Cost of legal proceedings you can take, cost of defense you can take, and purchase of consumer durable goods like TV, fridge, everything, these things also you can take. Pilgrimage and visiting places of eminence like travel and touring also you can take GPF advance. And how much is that advance? That we will see now. Limit of GPF advance is 12 months pay. That means your 12 months pay and or 3/4 of the GPF credit. Whatever the credit is there in your GPF account as balance, on it 3/4 of the amount you can take it as a GPF advance, or 12 months of the pay you can take, whichever is less. Recovery will be made in installments, that is 60 monthly equal installments. Recovery will be made once you take a GPF advance. Now coming into the competent authority. The competent authority for GPF advance and GPF withdrawal we will see now. For GPF withdrawal, HOD is the competent authority for sanction of any withdrawal. HOD is the head of the department, and GPF advance the sanctioned by the head of the office, and GPF advance head of the department is competent for GPF advance for other reasons. So there are certain reasons on which occasion you can take GPF advance. We have seen earlier like marriage, education and all. Apart from that, if there is any other reason on which, based on which you want to take a GPF advance, HOD is the competent authority. And here you should understand that there is the proof of such a reason is not required. Say suppose if you want to take advance or withdrawal for a wedding of your daughter or son, there is no need to submit a proof of that wedding card or such, and a declaration with reasons is enough in the application. In the application, you need to just give the reasons and with a declaration that I have been taking the advance for this reason. And coming into the time limits, earlier there used to be no time limit for sanction of GPF advance or GPF withdrawal. The government has taken a decision to set up some time limit so that the officials will be benefited, the government servant will be benefited. So the timelines for both the GPF advance and GPF withdrawals are as follows. The 15 days for sanction and payment normally. 15 days, within 15 days sanction should be given and the payment should be made, and 7 days for sanction and payment in case of illness. Whenever there is a case of illness, the sanction should be made quick and it should be completed, the payment and sanction should be completed within 7 days. So this is about the time limits. So in this video you have learnt about the where GPF withdrawal, GPF advance, and these all topics will be useful for your daily life as well as for the examinations like IPO examination, Group B and AAO exam as well. Subscribe to Career Post, and if you haven't watched the videos on IPO examination and AAO examination, I am providing it here for you can see at the arrows. Okay, subscribe to Career Post for more marks and higher ranking. Thank you.